I would say like saying no in situations where I already did the last round, like at 12 o'clock or 12:30 or something like this, and people are coming in and asking like, hey, can we have a drink here or something like this, or also like even calling out the last round. Sometimes I'm practicing it, but it's very hard to say no or like, okay guys, it's finished. Besides cleaning the ice machine at the end of the week. This is the most
You can also say no to that. Hello, welcome to the Schlachthaus Theater podcast. My name is Ulises and I will be hosting today's episode. Today we're sitting here at the bar in the Schlachthaus Theater, and there is a reason for it. Reason being is because our guests are the Barteam. So we're going to be talking about the beautiful work they do here at the theater, their operations, how this beautiful corner here is fostering a sense of community here at the theater. But before we get into that, I would like to invite you to subscribe to the channel. This is very important for us. This is a new project, and it will help us a great deal if you actually press the subscribe button so that we can keep this beautiful project going on. So without further ado, I would like to welcome you guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah, sure.
Thank you for inviting us.
Oh, no, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure for us. And so, yeah, why don't we just loosen up a little bit and break the ice and get to know you guys a little bit better. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves? What's your background? What's the story of you guys? And how you guys got involved here at the theater with the bar in particular in the first place. And I leave the question open for whoever wants to jump in. No pressure here, of course.
I can start. I'm Ellie. I'm 29 years old. Sure. I work here since 2 years, a little bit more than 2 years now, at the bar from the Schlachthaus. I came into the bar team from a friend who's also working here, Anais. She's not here today, sadly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. She told me about this job here, and then I texted to Fabienne. She's the chef of the bar. She will introduce herself after me, I think. And yes, so my background, I'm not working fully here. I have another job in the social environment, a social job in a sleeper for
like a shelter.
Homeless. Yeah, it's a homeless shelter. Yes, exactly, for young people. And but I'm very into cultural stuff. Like I did theater myself when I was 14, 15 at the Junge Bühne.
Cool.
Yeah, and I'm very much into gastronomics and cultural stuff.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
So I was very glad to hear about this opportunity to work here, and now I'm working here since 2 years.
Is your job related at the shelter with hospitality as well?
Not really. No, we're cooking there, but but not that much. It's more a social job. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
This one is the cultural part of my job life. Yes.
I see. Cool. How about you guys? What is the story of whoever wants to?
I can go. I'm Fabs. I'm 26 years old, and I'm kind of, as Ellie told, the bar chef. But I don't feel really hard for that. I'm more the managing person in that team. And I'm working in the Schlachthaus Theater since, 5 years. It was before Corona time.
Okay.
But with all this time, I don't remember actually how long it's already.
Yeah.
And I started as just a bartender here. And then Nati and Saralena, the old bosses of the bar, didn't want to do the job anymore, so they asked me to do it. So now here I am. And I'm already since 11 or even more years in the Schlachthaus Theater, because I started when I was a young teenage with the Jugendclub.
I see.
To play
That's the
theater,
connection.
to be on stage and everything. So there comes the connection actually from.
Yeah.
And then, step by step coming to other places from the Schlachthaus Theater.
Yeah.
Still here. And the Schlachthaus Theater is really a home for me.
Yeah, it feels like home, right?
Yes, exactly.
Not entirely new at all.
Yes, so that's pretty nice. And I know I love to do theater, everything around the theater. Also, I work in the Deutsche Theater and do the light technicians for the groups that are coming and visiting us and play in the Deutsche Theater and part of the collective there, because the social collective works different than the Schlachthaus. And that's me kind of.
Thank you so much. Wow, very nice. So, how about you, Simon?
Yes, my name is Simon.
Yeah.
I'm the newest member in the Barteam. I'm here since 1.5 years.
Okay.
And for me, the job was more like a study job because I started studying last September in Zurich. But now I already quit again.
Okay.
So I'm not a student anymore. And I came to this job through, I think, Ellie, I'm not sure. But I knew Ellie, or I know Ellie since a long time. And
I see.
I also know Fabe actually since a long time. And Anna is too. So it's funny. And then I asked Fabe if I can work here, and she said yes, and now I'm here working.
It's like all stays in the family here, right? Close friends,
Yes.
familiar with the theater. Nice. So now that we're talking about team, I would like to ask you, so give us some context. So who does what in the team? What's the story, or responsibilities? How does that work?
It's funny because we're all a little bit kind of all-rounders. Fabs is the bar chef and he's doing all the organization stuff.
The bureaucracy, it's all Fab's job.
But also when Fabs is maybe in holidays for a longer time or something like this, we're gonna split the responsibilities around the team. So someone is doing the planning of the shifts and someone is doing the organization, the ordering of the drinks and stuff. And
it requires flexibility, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Versatility, should I say? That's probably the most appropriate word. Yeah, absolutely. So, for those in the audience that perhaps are not familiar with the, perhaps never even been here at the theater, why don't you describe the theater? What's the range of services or products that are served here, and if there is a particular a reason for that. You see what I'm saying? We serve alcoholic drinks, or we do coffee, or we do this or that. What's the story of that? Give us the overview.
We have here a super easy bar, actually. It's not super fancy or with special crazy drinks with the show or whatever, like the barkeeper show.
Oh, you mean the
Yes.
acrobatics? Yeah.
I do it actually.
You do it? Okay.
You just don't see it because he does it when you're not around.
Sure. And I think it's what is the part of our bar is that it's easy to come here and to have a drink, but also you don't need to drink something.
Right.
Because the most thing that you come into the Schlachthaus Theater is to view the groups and the shows, actually. And the bar is, for me, in the Schlachthaus Theater more extra point. And really important, actually, for after the show, that the people can stay and chill here and have a safe space, kind of, to discuss about the show they saw, or maybe to connect with the groups and everything. So that the deep talks can happen, actually, kind of.
Right.
And with our products, we have always kind of change in the products. Also seasonal, like winter and summer, we have different drinks.
Oh, you have different drinks?
Yes. Or maybe the wine changes in the winter, because then it's more the heavy wine, and then in summer it's more easier, light wine, whatever. But what we really try to do is to have products that are kind of fair trade, and from Switzerland, and good products that we know where they come from, and that it's not just consummate alcohol and just put it down. Also to know about what you drink and what we serve.
That's pretty cool. Yes. Yeah. I've seen artisanal drinks or things of that nature, and like you said, local, more local oriented type of thing, right? Am I
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, for sure we have also the wines now, French wine, what you have. At the moment it's not just Switzerland and stuff, but we try to take most of the thing local.
Yeah. And I'm curious, just going back a little bit in time, this establishment as a bar, is this an independent? Is it independent from the theater, or what's the story of, you know?
It's part of the theater.
It's part of the theater.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not that we are independent from it or like split it. It's really part of it, and it's part of the deal with the Schlachthaus Theater.
Yeah.
It's like one package.
Do you have an idea for how long it's been running, the bar?
No I
idea.
tried to figure out.
Yeah.
I think it's not since the beginning of the Schlachthaus Theater. And I know that was like years ago, like Moena. And she did like a compromising bar in the foyer here.
Yeah.
Like on the left side from the door. So not like
vis-a-vis
on the
from
other
us
side.
here,
Exactly,
yes.
behind the camera. But I don't know since
Yeah.
a long time.
And it is not an uncommon thing, because this is such a, I mean, they've been running here for quite a bit, right? Like the theater itself. So yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I would like to ask, now we're talking about, you know, what you do here as a team and stuff. Let's talk about your typical day, right? You're preparing for a busy night. How does it look like?
It depends. I think every night or every show is different. It's the same like at the theater.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to like clean everything first, because the people from the theater, they drink the coffee or stuff, and then we have like leftovers here, and we clean everything first here. We prepare the entrance. We prepare the tables and the chairs outside.
Yeah.
With the candles and the ashtrays.
Make it look really cool, and we're lighting, so that people, the passers-by, they go like, "Oh, what's going on here?" Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and then when everything is prepared, we open up the door at 9:30, 8:30. Yeah. And then the people come in, and we serve the drinks. And the snacks. We have nuts and chips.
Yeah.
Sweeties.
But we don't sell food. That's a lot of people come to me when I'm working at the bar because they're hungry, and they ask, "Do you sell food?" But we have nothing to eat except of nuts
and chips.
Is there such a thing here? I mean, I know it's not perhaps like a crazy busy operation, but I mean, do you have such a thing as a rush moment, like a peak moment, you know, when like adrenaline goes to the roof or anything like that? Is there such a thing?
Like the most kind of situation like this is after a sold-out show.
After a sold-out,
like there's applause a long time, and like the production is going in and out, and after it's
weekend,
like
Standing ovation.
Yeah, standing ovation and stuff. Like yes, great productions in here most of the times, or like almost always, I think. And after like a show like this, when 100 or 120 people are in here, they're like almost everyone is coming out at the same time, and a lot of them are coming to the bar. So this is like, in my opinion, one of the busiest moments.
Yeah. You guys feel stressed out a little bit, or you know how to handle it? Yeah. Sometimes, right? I mean, I worked in hospitality. As a waiter. No, sometimes it's demanding, right?
Sometimes it is, but like in my opinion, it's like easier if you're like trying to be calm and not let stress yourself. Like you get your drink when you get your drink, and if you need to wait, you need to wait. I'm sorry for this, but like it goes as fast as it goes. If you're stressed, then you're gonna like spill stuff and like throw out. It's
create a bigger problem.
Exactly, and you get more stress and stuff. So like in my opinion, it's like always easier just to be calm and slowly, and then you do it more like professionally.
Right. So what's the vibe here? How would you describe the vibe of the theater? What's the atmosphere? How do you is it like chill, or is it like hectic, or what would you say in your own words?
Cute and comfy.
Cute and comfy. Why is it cute?
Or like super familiar. I think like
family.
There are always people coming into this foyer and to the bar, and then they meet each other. Maybe they know each other already, maybe not. And so there are a lot of like meetings are happening here and get together, and then the whole group in the end is sitting together on the bar and talking and kind of going out of this room as friends, or like as with the feeling, okay, I had a good night or good evening with cool people. So that's the feeling. It's not always like that, but like that will be my words.
I think it depends on the production. Like if there is a younger production with very young people, and like also we at the bar, we try to create the mood a little bit in combination with the production. Like if it's a young, like partying production, then we're gonna do like other sound, for example. If it's like an Italian piece, like it was, or it's in the moment right now, Dolce Vita, then we do some like Italian chansons or whatever. Like we try to create the vibe a little bit with.
Because you play some music, do you?
Yes, we play music. Like if the production is not doing everything else.
Oh, I see.
And so I think the overall mood, in my words, I would say it's like cozy because it's a small and cozy room.
Right.
But yeah, it's very different with all the different productions, I think.
But all in all, it's like more calm than like exciting or
Partying.
And I guess that would also kind of like describe the theater visitor, right? Like how that type of customer is versus someone who, you know, tend to go to different type of venues and things, right? I guess you would say would be fair to say that. Absolutely. So apart from the program, the seasonal program, here at the theater, we run different events in parallel, and I've seen you guys baking bread, chocolate cakes, things of that nature, right? Which I think is a really good example of like your versatility, right? Why don't you talk about these types of events? What's your take on that? Give us a little overview of that. Because that's what, you know, when you're not like here, just serving the drinks, it takes you a little bit out of your comfort zone. I don't know. That's my interpretation. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it's like if we have a premiere, then we always do a apero.
There you go.
And we also try to do something connected to the production, yeah. And for example, Elle and me last Friday we did the premiere for La Dolce Vita. And then we were baking pizza and making focaccia, and we were preparing all the things in the foyer during the show. And that's also like really nice. And it's not only serving drinks; we also prepare food, or sometimes we sell popcorn or ice, soft ice. And it's also I had once a show, and it was from the Schlachthaus, but it wasn't at the Schlachthaus Theater. It was in wichtigen.
Okay.
I don't remember the place. What's the name?
It's in the center of the Wittikofen.
Yeah, this place. And then we went there and we took all the bottles and all the things with us, and we prepared apero at this place. So that was also like kind of exciting.
So are you guys like self-taught, or you know, if you have to prepare focaccia or Kuchen or any of those things, like, did you train yourself to do these things, or is it like self-taught?
It's mostly self-taught. Yeah, it's mostly
self-taught.
We always, if we do an apero, we always do it the two of us or two, and then we are talking together and try to figure out a nice apero.
I see. Okay.
That's actually also more the creative part we have on the bar.
That's a creative aspect.
We can think about, okay, what group is here, what kind of premiere it is, what we can do in the kind of way where the group goes, like in the thematic, and then to create the apero where the people are happy with it.
Do the people from the productions, like, do they solicit, like, can we do focaccia or anything, or is it more up to you?
It's up to you mostly.
Yeah. But it's nice that always.
Always, I never,
I never had it that they ask for something.
I see. It's nice. It's nice that.
But I think it's also more of a gift for the group, actually. So
Okay.
they have a premiere, so now they did a hard work, and now they come on stage, and finally they can have the audience in the room. So we want to give them kind of a gift as
An
with this
appreciation,
apro, an
maybe.
appreciation. Exactly. That also the audience stay a bit longer and they talk together. So there's this kind of premiere fire, we call it.
That's
Premiere
pretty
vier.
cool.
In a way.
Premiere
Yeah.
party or something.
Yeah, it's
little
not really
bit.
a party, but
yeah.
I think
celebrate this moment.
it's just
Exactly.
a different atmosphere if there is an apro or if it's just bar. So people chat to each other, they stay, they talk, they.
Yeah. Do you get that feedback from the production crews sometimes? Because the way you approach it, this is a gift. We're celebrating your play, right? Your hard work. Do you get that feedback sometimes from them?
Mostly, actually, yeah.
Mostly.
I think. Yeah.
They're
Most of the
always
productions
really
are.
thankful.
Yeah, very thankful.
Yeah. Cool. So that's a rewarding aspect. Let's talk about the challenging things. Like this is a complex operation, even if it's small. It comes with a lot of work. So what would you say is like the most challenging thing, if you were to pick one of those, of running the bar?
Counting the money in the end.
Counting the money. That's really difficult.
If it's 2:00 in the night, after a long evening at the bar, it's a bit sometimes a bit tricky.
I see.
But yeah.
And for you, Fabs, what would that be?
For me, managing. Like
Managing.
to organize, because I'm not super good in communication.
Uh-huh.
And then I always need to have the program and the special events from the Leitung from Schlachthaus, so the Leitung for me actually, my boss, Marianne Ute. And then to organize with my bar team when we work, what we need to have at this moment, that everything is here, that all the drinks are here and everyone is happy, and stuff like playing the mama. Sometimes it feels like. That's sometimes hard for me because like a lot of things are in my brain.
Yeah.
And then
Many
I know,
moving
oh shit,
pieces.
I need to think about that. And it's really important that I don't forget this point. And sometimes it happens that I forget these points. And then I need to handle what we do in the situation. Or maybe those have to handle then because I did something wrong.
Right.
So that's the thing for me that is like, okay,
challenging.
I need to focus.
How about you?
I would say like saying no in situations where I already did the last round, like at 12 o'clock or 12:30 or something like this,
yeah.
and people are coming in and asking like, hey, can we have a drink here or something like this, or also like even calling out the last round. It's like I'm always like, I know it from myself, I don't like it in a bar and then someone is going, if I'm in a mood and then someone is coming, hey, it's last round, and of course I respect it, but and for me it's sometimes I'm practicing it, but it's very hard to say no, or like, okay guys, it's finished slowly here.
I hear you.
So this is like, besides cleaning the ice machine at the end of the week, this is the most
You can also say no to that.
Yeah, I'm practicing on it.
Great.
Yeah, but because of hygiene, I have to clean. We have to clean the ice machine.
But then on the flip side, there is also the reward, right? Like, what's the most rewarding thing you find? What is it the one thing that you enjoy the most about working here, really? If you were to pick one of those.
For me, I think the best thing is that if I work here, I always can go into the theater and watch the theater or see the theater.
Yes.
And so I have, like, during my work, I can just watch theater. So
Yeah.
it's really nice. And I think the booking is really nice from Schlachthaus. Or for me, I was not so into theater before I worked here. And now I really like it. That's, for me, it's the best part in working at Schlachthaus Theater.
Fair enough. Absolutely.
And of course also the contact with the people at the bar. I think it's nice to just connect with people I don't know or I would never get in touch to if I would not work here.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Lovely.
think these two things are the
The most rewarding,
most
parts.
beautiful things.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Do you guys have a
job.
favorite one, perhaps?
A different one, like these were two very good points Simon said already.
Certainly.
I think also a very nice part, in my opinion, is like helping with creating this space to connect, for people to connection, to talk about the piece, to talk about like the goods or the bad sides or the rough sides or the funny sides of the pieces, and like helping with creating this space.
Sense of community.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
yes.
facilitating
Yeah.
that space.
Yes, this is also like a very nice, and it's also like a very thankful part, because a lot of people are very, very thankful and
Right.
saying thanks and appreciating also our work and
Yeah.
also the work of the production and the team. So this is also a very nice part.
Cool. Yeah, I hear you. So let's.
can I quick? I just
Sure,
also want to
absolutely.
say another part,
No problem.
because I really like the bar team, and like with the group we have like a really nice vibe. I would
Chemistry,
say
yeah.
chemistry, yeah, and it's really, we have a meeting and we are planning the things. It's more like we cook together and we are friends.
Yeah.
So that's like also a really nice part for.
Absolutely. Yeah, like we said at the beginning, it's, you guys are friends, it's a family type of thing that makes work. It takes it to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can trust people. Someone has a problem. Yes, we're here to help. We're here to support you. I guess that's a beautiful thing. Absolutely. So, what's coming for the bar? Is any improvements, anything coming? Perhaps that's already in progress. I know there were some remodeling.
It's new.
Yes, we had a big improvement like recently.
Okay,
very recently.
what was the improvement? Let's talk about that.
Like the whole a big part of the foyer got
Right.
changed,
Yes.
like to create more space for the people.
Yeah.
So the bar is like this. Before it was like more,
like
it
this,
was-
yeah.
something like this. This was a very big improvement where
Absolutely.
like we and also others from the house are working on during the summer process.
Has it improved your workflow?
It will, or in my opinion, it will as I get used to it. I think because it's like all new. Like the glasses are different and it's smaller and shorter. Everything. So
Right.
I need to get used to it a little bit.
A little
but
bit,
I think it will get
You'll get
help.
there.
Yeah, in the workflow at all.
And I think it's better like this.
You think so?
I think the room is nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Absolutely.
more space. Even there's no more space, but it feels.
It is actually, the bar is
Yeah.
smaller.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
not even
Absolutely.
larger, I think. Yes. No, and I think there are also some projects we are thinking already since a long time. Also, we have the Theaterladen, and this is kind of a empty space in the Schlachthaus, what is really sad because it's a super beautiful space over there. And since year, it feels already like, I don't know how long it is, we are kind of thinking about to connect the Theaterladen with the bar, or maybe make there some bar food events, kind of whatever, or like make it big, make it whatever. So there are dreams, and maybe one day the dreams comes true. But it's a bigger project, I think so, and it takes time.
Takes time.
Yeah,
Time for, I guess,
baby steps.
everyone to digest the idea and
Yes.
then put in the resources and
Yes.
whatnot, right? Yeah, but I think it's a great idea. Yeah.
Could be cool.
I can see it. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, if you don't mind, let's go back to you guys, to Febs, to Simon, to Ellie, and any dreams, anything you want to talk about, perhaps. What are you excited about these days? No pressure, of course.
Not related to Schlachthaus, or
Yeah, the personal, perhaps something you want to share, if you want.
I go to Berlin in some weeks, so
Cool. You like traveling.
and then
You like traveling.
yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I like traveling too. It's fun.
Yeah, and I go to Senegal in the winter
Oh, Senegal.
by car. It's the plan,
Seriously?
actually, yeah.
And how long is it gonna take you?
I'm not sure yet. But I think I'm gonna take 6 weeks off.
Really? The plan is no plan. Nice.
No, the plan is Senegal.
That's a goal. Somehow you'll get there. So yeah. So anything, guys, you want to add?
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Really,
Cool.
like,
But I'm gonna ask you for something really before we wrap up. Why don't you invite the audience to come to the theater, to drop by the bar, say hello, perhaps have a drink, and enjoy this beautiful place in your own words. Yeah. Entice them.
It actually is a very good programmation in the Schlachthaus, in my opinion. I think it's worth taking a shot. On schlachthaus.ch you'll find the program, and you'll find also a description of every piece. And yes, it's a very sympathetic bar team. It's a very sympathetic whole theater team. And I think you will feel welcome. If you're not any discriminating, or if you're wholesome, then you feel welcome in here. So please come by and have fun.
Check.
Absolutely. Better than
Advertising.
Thank you guys for being here. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you very much for the invitation.
I hope it's not the last time. Thank you so much. There you have it, guys. This was Barteam. So now you have even more reasons to come to the theater. You can. We have a beautiful bar. We have beautiful, lovely, friendly people here. Nice drinks, nice atmosphere. What else could you ask for? So, like Elise said, you can visit www.schlachthaus.ch for more information about our seasonal program, all the digital projects that we develop in the space, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This is a new podcast. It's a beautiful project. But it will help us a great deal if you take the time to press the subscribe button, and that will help us to keep this beautiful project going on for longer. And yeah, without anything else, I'm signing out. My name is Ulises. It's been a pleasure to be hosting today's episode, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.